were your thoughts on the internet growing up and how have those changed?
I think growing up, we were kind of always told how dangerous the internet is and how we can get ourselves in trouble, what we can and can't do, should and shouldn't do. And it also just wasn't super widely available growing up. I mean, we didn't have probably access to a lot of the internet until maybe middle school, early high school. Didn't have, at least in my family, didn't have cell phones until earliest, middle school, high school. But growing up nowadays, I think that we almost rely on internet. It's kind of the backbone of our society almost. And I think that I now kind of know what those dangers are and how I can get myself in trouble and how all of that kind of follows me on the internet now. But I think definitely it is kind of just a part of our generation, and it's just a part of who we are. And especially being a teacher, it's kind of just going to be something that I'm always going to have to rely on. All right, what were your thoughts on the internet growing up and how have they changed now?
My thoughts on the internet growing up were that it didn't have that many capabilities because we had dial-up growing up, so it was slow. We didn't use it very often. It was only used for necessities. But now and after growing up and the things that I've learned in this class and just using the internet more, I know of the capabilities of the internet and the benefits and the negative aspects of the internet, because I now know that it has the capabilities of invading your privacy to the point of being in danger. So you have to be careful of the things you put out there and your identity overall on the internet.
What were your thoughts on the internet as a kid and how have they changed till now?
As a kid, it seemed very revolutionary, and it was a place where you can find all the information in the world. And nowadays, it seems very dangerous and an unpredictable place.
What were your thoughts on the internet as a kid and how have they changed growing up?
So growing up, it was kind of like a thing that your parents always said that there's so many restrictions on that you probably couldn't use as much because it was dangerous. And so, of course, that made kids want to use it more, and the schools blocked things, so it made you want to use it more. But now it's kind of something that everyone uses in most everyday life that, to me, I don't really think about the dangers until, it could potentially happen or you hear it on the news. It's just something that I automatically use now.
What were your thoughts on the internet growing up and how have they changed now?
I would definitely say growing up, the internet was something that I did more for fun. When I used the internet as a kid, I would watch YouTube videos and surf the web and play games at school, like Miniclip, if y'all remember Cool Math games. But as an adult, the internet has become, maybe it isn't, but it's felt like more of a necessity. It's something that I use for just about everything in terms of entertainment, streaming services. Again, still YouTube videos, but now different types of YouTube videos, not necessarily just for fun. Research, it's where I can read most of the articles that I use for my papers and for school. And it's also how I stay connected with my friends as well. iMessages, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, etc. So it definitely feels a little bit more like a necessity than it would be like something I would do for fun.